Welcome to another episode of Projects Gone Bad, where we show you some DIY fixes for your projects gone bad. Today what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick little simple thingy on how to find the right size box for some parts that you're going to sell. Of course, you always have to have packing and stuff as well. But what we're going to do today is I got a guy that bought some 1970 to 74 Camaro door panels from me. So I got the right and left side, plus I got the top panels, all right? So it's very, very important when you're shipping parts to basically package them properly and find the right size box. Two reasons. One, you want it to get there safely, and you don't want to spend any more money than you have to. So sometimes it takes a long time to find a decent box, but you know, you do that in your spare time. When you have time to go to, let's say, like warehouses and stuff like that, and they're chucking boxes, you want to try to find something that's close to various dimensions, so that, for example, when you know you're going to be shipping door panels or wheels or valve covers or starters or anything, gas tanks for a motorcycle, you've got the right box in hand, so you have it when you need it and you're not looking around for it when you need to, because you're always up against the clock. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We found a pretty good box. Actually, this was down here in the warehouse complex. Somebody was chucking this, so I grabbed it. So now what you want to do is you want to basically size the component up, the part. You want to leave a little reveal all the way around, because you want to pack this good and thoroughly so it doesn't get damaged. You know, because you got little things you got to watch out for, the little corners and stuff. This is a really nice door panel. It's original. It's not a reproduction. They're very, very hard to come by. So as you can see, I started kind of working on the box a little bit. Got my trusty level out, which I use as a straight edge. I got a square, a Sharpie, and of course the tool, as they call it. At any rate, so basically, I've already started on this. I've got this size, I've got this dimensions. Obviously, take your part and lay it someplace where it's safe, so it doesn't get damaged. That's important, because otherwise the whole thing's in vain. All right, so now, basically, I've already cut the box on three sides. You take a straight edge. You want to make a nice clean cut, because neatness counts. Boom. All right. Now, oh, looky here. I didn't even know that. There was a part in this box. How about that? See? It's like trick or treat. Or like Christmas. We'll just figure out what that is. But anyway, so now basically what we have is we have another box for something else for another day. So that worked out. That was efficient. All right, so then you're going to have a reveal, because you're going to have to fold the edges back. So then what you do is you figure out, do your corners. Mark them. So you've got the same reveal on each side. Okay? Alright, you're actually going to have to draw a line. I forgot about that. See, I'm using my carpentry skills. So this is stuff I learned when I was in 8th grade, when I was in the 8th grade shop. How to use a square and how to tie everything together. Disregard this mark, because that mark doesn't count. Okay. So then, take the box very carefully. You got to cut the ends, because you got to fold these over. When you see me cutting this, I'm using my finger as a guide. Okay. Always be careful. You can always cut it the second time. There you go. You could actually cut it from the inside too, but for the purposes of filming, I'm just going to show you how to do it like that. All right, so you have this. Now what you could do is you could score this, which I'm going to, because it's going to get covered anyway. So you score this. Okay. Now it should bend over, and you got a nice clean cut. See that? But you only scored it, so structurally it's fine. Do the same thing on the other side. Actually, first thing I need to do is cut these. And again, you use your finger as kind of a guide. Just take your time. So you're using your finger as a guide, kind of like you're scribing something. Okay. Now we're going to score it. And then this will bend over, basically like that. See, so you got a nice clean box. And obviously we're going to do the same with the other side. And again, you're just scoring it, so you're going through one layer. So it's very, very top thin layer. It's a paper thin. Getting it back. Always use a straight edge. And again, don't worry, it's going to get cut. All right, now we got the box. Ready to go. Looks professional, does it? So we're going to take the box, and I've got bunches, here it is, bunches of paper. Wad it up. Because you want to make a nice cushion in the bottom. This probably seems very trivial to some people, but you would be amazed at how much stuff gets shipped across this country. Even myself, when I receive stuff and the parts are damaged. You know why? Because people don't use any common sense when they're packing. They just, they have a box that's too small, a box, and so they cramp everything in there, and then it gets thrown around and stuff gets broken. Or there's not enough stuffing in there, and it's too big of a box, and it's loose and it falls around inside, and the same thing happens. I'm real particular about this. I want to make sure that this part gets to its destination in one piece. Now, if you notice, I couldn't reach down in there because my arms are too short. So I'll use something a little bit longer, and we'll basically just kind of stuff it. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now let's get the actual part again, this door panel, very carefully, and we'll put it in here. And look at that. You got it stuffed at the bottom, still room. Got a reveal right here, so we can pack this thing really, really nice and safe, and the customer's going to be very happy. Now that takes care of the box and its installation. Here's something else you can find, all this packing material. This is something else that's very, very important. You find this stuff, again, this is stuff that gets thrown out. You can find it at any department store or warehouses. They're always throwing stuff away. And I highly encourage everybody, when you're shipping something, just take the time, package it right. Wrap it. Wrap it nice and neat. Keep in mind, you didn't really pay anything for this stuff, so it's not like you got to be totally frugal with it. In fact, I'd be very liberal with it. Make sure the panel is more protected than anything else. Now this is one side, okay? Now the right thing to do would be to tape this thing. So let me go get a tape gun real quick. All right, got my tape gun. Trusty tape gun, UPS quality. Okay. Now I've got this set on a few tires because if you don't have anybody helping you, it never hurts to just lay it on something very carefully. That's that. Now we do the other side. Same thing, repeat in the process. And I'll tell you why I'm doing this tutorial. The real reason I'm doing this is because I just got some parts here within the last couple of weeks that I paid good money for, that were very hard to find for a customer. They were packed so poorly, okay, that the parts were damaged. And again, now, we're not trying to win an award here as far as for packing tricks. The main thing is you want the part packaged and you want it insulated. kind of tidy it up, make it look kind of nice. Okay, that's the main thing here. So, and also another thing that I would emphasize, whenever you ship something, pay the extra bucks for the insurance. The parts that we got, I told the guy, pay for the insurance. I'll pay the extra for the cost for the insurance. But that way, if it does get damaged, the part's insured, we can get reimbursed. This guy didn't do that. The parts are damaged. I'm out my money. I'm out the parts, and now I've got to go round and round with the guy. That's not a fun scenario because I'm here and he's thousands of miles away. So not a fun scenario. So what you want to do is you want to mitigate everything as much as you can. Here we go. Now tape, it's another thing. You can go to the dollar store and you can get this stuff on sale all the time for $1. You know, a couple rolls. All right, so here we have our part. It's not fancy schmancy, but it's safe. It's protected. So we'll slide this in the box. Stand it up. You know, you have to kind of shake it down a little bit. All right, look at this. See, we have a nice reveal. So it's padded on the bottom. It's padded on the top. We still have 3 more panels to put in there. Anyway, there's no need to sit there and spend any more time on you guys watching me. You have a basic idea. That's how you do the first part. Get the other 4 pieces or 3 pieces ready to go so you get all 4 panels in here, nice and neat. And again, it's very important that when you get a box, you get the box that's got plenty of room for all the components so they all fit in here nice and neat. And if you see this panel, this box that I have works out real good for all these door panels. Okay, so I cannot overemphasize that. Handle everything with care, because if you're like me, you deal with a lot of rare parts and you can't find them when you need them. So you always want to just be very, very careful. Here's another example. Here's a piece. Basically, this has got a little chip on it, a little crack, but it's all there. What I would recommend doing before this thing gets shipped, I'd put a little piece of tape on it. In fact, let me go do that real quick. Okay, here we go. For this particular scenario, I recommend masking tape. The reason being is because masking tape doesn't have a really, really strong adhesive, doesn't stick to everything, and it's kind of a protector. Now, we're doing this with masking tape. Blue's perfect because blue it jumps out at you. Okay, so you can see obviously, but when he goes to peel it off, it's not going to stick real hard to the point where he's got to worry about tearing it off and having a big mess, and the part will actually get broken off because that's fixable what he has there. It's not for me to do, it's for him to do. All right, so now you know that when he opens this up, he's been made aware of the fact that there's a blemish, okay? He knows where to look. I'll take extra care in packing this so this won't get damaged. Okay, everybody, I hope you got the gist of today's show, of that when you're shipping rare parts, how important it is to find the right size box, wrap your parts securely so that when your customer ultimately gets his parts, he's very happy. Not to mention if you're using eBay, it keeps your rating up. Be sure and check out our website, GulfstreamMotorsports.com. There's a contact page. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email. Also, don't forget to check out our weekly radio show, Nostalgic Radio and Cars, heard live on the Tan Talk Radio Network every Tuesday evening between 7 and 8 p.m. for the most legendary and fascinating names in motorsports. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and keep tuning in to our YouTube channel. And looks like I got some parts to ship. So guys, take care and we'll see you on the next show.